Hi, this is Amy Rich with amyrich.stampinup.net. I am going to share with you a project that I made with the August Paper Pumpkin Kit. And this is the kit itself. Look at how cute. It comes with the box and all of the cards, 8 cards that you can make right from all of the contents in the kit. And I loved this project so much that this time I actually bought 4 refill packs so that I could make some more of them. They're so great. And then all of the extra supplies left over. There's so many things you can do with those. So I came up with an alternate project, and I'm going to use some of these extra pieces to show you what I've done. All right. So one of the things that we did with this kit is take the flower pieces and then stamp the flower cutouts. Now it might be easier to punch out the flower first so you can see exactly where the petals are, and then just take the ink pad and ink up those flower petals and then line them up and stamp them on. Okay, so then you do it on both sides so you get all of the flower petals. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. And then the second thing I wanted to share is something I did with the Thinking of You stamp in the set. It's a long stamp and I wanted it to fit on this tag. So I'm going to mount it on to a longer block. And then I'm going to take the ink, and what's nice about these little Stampin' Spots is that I'm just going to ink up the thinking. And we're going to stamp that on the tag so that we've just got that part. And then you need to make sure to get that cleaned up really well. And a lot of times when I do it with the Stampin' Scrub, sometimes my Stampin' Scrubs are kind of dirty, so I just want to make sure all the excess ink is off. And then I'll just go back and ink up the Of You. All right, and then I'll line that up underneath the thinking. It's the beauty of photopolymer stamps. They work really well for things like this. Then I'm just going to make a little flower using the Pool Party ink. And just the single petal in the stamp set. And I'm just going to do a little flower like so. And then I'll stick a clear fast to gem on as the center of my flower. And there's going to be the little tag for my card. Okay, so you've seen 2 pieces of this project come together. Now I'm going to show you the finished project before I show you how to assemble the rest. So I've made a cascading card where you can set it up on your table and it'll sit just like so. And then you can display it, which is kind of cute. But it is a card that uses some of our Delightful Daisy Designer Series paper. And the reason I chose that was because when I went through on the Paper Pumpkin kit, looking at the coordinating colors, I decided this works really well with the Delightful Daisy paper. So I decided to pair that up for this project. Let me show you how that's done now, the cascading card. We're going to start by cutting a piece of 12 by 12 Whisper White cardstock at 5.5 so that the finished size is 5.5 by 12. Okay, so that's what we've got here. Then we're going to go back and we're going to score every 3 inches. So we'll score it at 3. And then we're going to open this up so we get the length we need later on. Then we're going to score at 6 and of course 9. All right, so there, I don't know if you can see, we've got our scored lines, 3, 6, and 9. Then we're going to line up this point at the 2.5 mark. We want this short side to be 2.5 inches long. So if we line it up at the 2.5 mark and then line up the bottom point with the cutting guide here. So let me do that. Line up one point at 2.5 and one point at the cutting guide. It's hard to get them both to line up. There we go. And then just cut that off so that you've got your angled piece of cardstock just like this. All right, so then it's just a matter of accordion folding that so that you get your cascade. Pretty slick, huh? All right. So then it's just a matter of decorating. So I have taken a piece that I have started here, but I've cut some designer series paper at 2 3/4 this way so that there's a little border. And then this one is 3.5. So we cut designer series paper. We cut designer series paper at 3.5 and 5. And then take 2 pieces of Pool Party that's cut 2 3/4, of course, wide again. And then this one is 4.5. And this one is 5.5, and that's how they'll get layered in there. Let me just show you quickly that you don't have to worry about the angles at which you cut the designer series paper or the Pool Party. I'm just going to add adhesive here. Stick the designer series paper on so that it's got a little bit of a border on the sides. And see then how it sticks up here? Then just flip that over and trim it off with your snips. And then, you know, it's got the angle that you want. So you do that also with the Pool Party pieces so that they all layer together. And when it's closed and decorated, again, it looks like this. So what I did to decorate, we'll just go through each layer. Just put a flower and then a couple of the small flowers. And you want it to stick up, but be careful. If you want it to fit in a regular size envelope, you'll want to make sure that it doesn't go much over 5.5 inches tall. So just double check that as you're going. The next layer again has a flower and 3 little flowers, all kind of sticking up over the top edge. The next layer, same thing. And then the final layer just has one of the large flowers popped up with a dimensional and a little flower in the center, and then of course the tag. And what's great, the kit also comes with navy baker's twine, so I could add that to the tag. So that is my August alternate project. I hope you've enjoyed it. Come back for another great video next time.